Okay, so here is the USB5M device that I got from Electronics123.com, and it's got a memory module on it that allows you to load up to 5 minutes of audio from a USB jack on a Windows PC. There's actually a piece of software you have to install. It's a little daunting. The interface is a little scary, but the instructions are actually pretty complete. And there's an FAQ on their website that further explains some of the options and makes it pretty simple. Once you get over the fact that the interface kind of looks like a control panel in an aircraft. So here's the device itself. It's pretty small, much smaller than I thought it was going to be, but that's actually to my advantage. It's got an integrated speaker, which isn't so great, but good enough for like a stuffed animal or something like that. I've wired it into an Acre loudspeaker, which produces a much better sound. This is a pattern for my mesh suit that I have yet to sew. So what's cool about this device is that it has 5 of these membrane switches wired into it, and in the software you can specify a different sound or group of sounds or rotation of sounds for each switch to play. So when I press this switch, I get a different Chewie yell each time I press it. I'm not sure if that's going to come out in the video or if it's going to be really overwhelmingly loud, because this loudspeaker is actually pretty loud. I'm going to turn that down. So that one switch gives a different Chewie outburst each time I press it. Kind of get the attention of the room kind of a sound. That's much too quiet. And then I've got another button here. I don't have these labeled yet, so I'm not sure which is which. Actually, the sequence that they're wired to the board is not the sequence that they're represented in the software. Buttons 1 and 2 actually are switched. The switches go 1, 2, 3, 4 on the board, except that 1 and 2 are switched, so it's a little confusing when programming it. But once you know that, you can work pretty quickly just by labeling these, which I have yet to do. But I've got a switch for yelling, and I've got a switch for muttering, and I've got a switch for laughing, and I've got a switch for roaring. That one's for, any stormtroopers in the area. This thing's pretty cool. My goal is to wire this into probably the left glove of my costume. Each one of these buttons will go underneath a finger, and then I'll either access them by pressing my fingers on my left hand against my thigh or using my thumb to pinch the buttons. And I get 4 different types of responses to the crowd or to people at the convention, so I can make Chewie seem a little more lifelike. It's a little bit better than just having a random sound play each time a button gets pressed. Of course, the loudspeaker also has the option for a microphone, so you can do your own Chewbacca impressions if you prefer. I don't prefer to do it that way. I don't think my Chewbacca impressions are that impressive. So this is a really neat little device. It only cost me about $15, and I'm really looking forward to getting this wired up into the costume and trying it out. And that's it.